Okay, moms, we are not the elves. Ta-da! We're going to be a leader this holiday season and make the holidays be what we actually want. Now, you may have been the mom that has the matching pajamas. You have all the gifts. You have done all the things this holiday season. And yet, when you have that hot cocoa bar for your family of 30 to 40 people, everything looks magical. You did have that breakdown in the closet on December 23rd, crying your eyes out, wondering, is this really what the holidays are all about? This is not the holiday magic we want to create as moms, the ones that leave us wondering, is this really what it's meant to be? Kind of like this martyrdom in motherhood, all wrapped up in glittery wrapping paper, right? You know, I don't know if you and I have met, but my name is Emma Lou and I'm with thrivingmom.com. But I found myself years ago in a holiday rat race with a large company. Each year, the to-do list was larger and larger with all the to-dos of not just, in our home, but in the throes of having a company that was global, right? Not only that, but there was also the added responsibility of things in business that came with year-end stuff and then the holidays, and you just wanted to pull your hair out. It didn't feel magical at all. And that is when I started rediscovering and wondering, like, instead of being a victim of the holidays, what can I do to help reinvent this and have an experience that really feels what we want as a family? And then I became a mama, and that became even more important because when we look back on the holiday seasons we had as children, chances are we remember not so much the 5 or 10 gifts that our family gave us, but we remember how we felt connected or not connected with our family at the holiday season. So we're here to bring that back in a way that is doable. But here's the thing, if we find ourselves in October, in November, with this overarching dread of if we make it through December, we're going to be okay. It is an indicator, it is an invitation if we're done that we can be in charge, not be the elf, but be the leader and create the holiday season we want. In my family, we don't just have a holiday season, we also have it loaded with birthdays and extra unexpected things that come in there. So how do we navigate through that and show up fully present with our presence, not talking about gift, presence, and fully thrive without our kids wondering what version of a mother they're going to have, or somehow wanting to wring our spouse's neck and saying, you don't participate, when really a lot of the expectations we have on ourselves and our family might be very unrealistic. That's when I developed and decided that we are going to create an environment in our home that helps us truly thrive throughout the holiday season. And I'm not just talking about birthday. I'm not just about Christmas. I'm talking about birthday. In case you haven't noticed, there seems to be a major holiday in most months, right? If there's not a holiday, there's probably a birthday. So that had me asking a question, what if there is a different way? And what I've noticed that correlates in business when we bring it into motherhood is what we do not choose to change, and this is not new news, we settle into by default. And by default, sometimes the things that are chaotic feel more comfortable because change inevitably feels more scary because it takes a little bit more thought process. But here's the thing, what I've uncovered and what I've developed for our own house, paired with the simplicity of using Chat GPT, yes, a holiday assistant. I call Chat GPT my holiday assistant in my pocket. So if you found yourself wondering, and saying, if I would just have a holiday assistant, I would be all set. I have chat prompts. I have the Chat GPT prompts that help develop it into a holiday assistant that is customizable to you and your family. So it's like having that assistant in your pocket. And I put that all into the Thriving Holidays blueprint so that you can have access to it for a stinking price of 20 bucks. Isn't that crazy? It is a course that has bingeable videos, 5 to 10 minutes in content. Each video is 5 to 10 minutes. So it's very bingeable watching. We set the foundation and then we give you the chat prompts that you can add to your Chat GPT, and it gives you meal plans, it gives you gifting, it gives you the prompts for different arenas to streamline your holiday season in a way that is meaningful. We help you cut out the things that are just extra drama. We help you to be intentional with what your no's are so that you can give a full-hearted yes and are not left. Gift wrapping at midnight, having a half-wrapped gift clenched between your your elbow and a screaming kid over here and wondering where the scotch paper is, and you realize that your 5-year-old has once again used up all this, did I say scotch paper? The scotch tape, baby. You're wondering where the scotch tape was. In fact, right now we are out of scotch tape because my 5-year-old used it up, right? So moral of the story is this: we can continue on the path of having holiday chaos and limp into January with these pie in the sky New Year's resolutions that last as long as the pumpkin pie did at Thanksgiving, right? It's unrealistic. So if we really want to be champions and leaders in the holiday season versus the holidays leading us, we got to step up our games, mamas. And it is not this picture perfect Pinteresty look. It is being leaders in our home. It is being in charge of what we say yes to. It is in charge of what we say no to, so that we can truly be present this holiday season. Because every year we might be burning the midnight oil saying, oh, I'll never go through another season like this, exasperated and at our wits' end. So we can choose that, or we can choose a different reality. And I invite you to participate in the Thriving Holidays Blueprint. I'll add the link below. It's 20 bucks. That takes you to a page where you can see all the details for it. And if you love to be part of a movement of women that are changing the trajectory in their homes by taking leadership, by being proactive, because mamas, we are growing and we are teaching the next generation, and we will do that with intentionality and not by default, right? If that is you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. In case you don't know, I kind of make up a lot of words too as I'm going through my videos. We keep it fun, we keep it humorous. I'm not the type of girl that likes rigid rhythms and routines. I like to have humor. I like to have fun in my day. That is exactly why I like to cut the chaos. That's exactly why I like to take out the drama so that I can have fun, so I can bring content like this to you, build business so that I can be present with my kids, enjoy the holiday season, and look back and say, I am so glad I did versus I wish I could have. Enough about me. That is what I desire for you as well. Life is too short to look back with regret. We want to look back on the holiday season and say, I'm so glad I did, baby, versus I wish I would have. We want to be those grandmas rocking on our chair with our grandchildren and saying, I remember back in 2025 when I did this and this with my kids during the holiday season, right? Not the where's the scotch tape with a screaming toddler, right? Now, if that is your current reality, if you're in the middle of the holiday season and you just came across this video, here's what I tell you. Your current reality is not an attack. It is just feedback. The current hards that we go through is a gentle invitation to say, hey, come here, baby. Do you want to continue on this path? Or would you like to implement some different skills? Have that holiday assistant in your back pocket. I promise you, the 20 bucks you spend will save you money in the long run. You know, those late minute Target runs you do to get the wrapping paper that you somehow lost in your bedroom, in the closet that's overflowing because of the clutter, right? So it'll be some of the best 20 bucks of holiday comb you will purchase this year. So I invite you to be part of the movement with thrivingmom.com. Subscribe to this channel, click on the link below, get yourself into the holiday blueprint. I will give you the exact prompts on how I use Chat GPT to be my personal holiday assistant. And no, it doesn't happen by telling it some random prompts where you get these things back and lists back that you're like wanting to cry over because it just looked like somebody's puked over your holiday plans, right? So you don't need that. You got to learn how to use it as an assistant that is helpful and feels like that supportive friend that you want with you during the holiday season. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to see you on the inside, and like and follow this channel to make sure that you get the next